this channel, we cover only the most important topics in the world. You know, other channels are doing stupid things like covering world events and like Minecraft. And today, we're going to continue the important business of what we're doing here. We're going to be ranking not hair, not hotness, but the other hair. The hair on your face, the beard. The best and the worst beards in metal and rock music, all right? This is very important. All right, for some reason, hair grows on your face. Why is that? Why does hair grow on your face? What's the most, no. What's the point of beards? A healthy beard indicates sexual maturity and health. So, if beard is a sign of sexual selection, well, come on then, I'm taking offers. This has to net me at least 4 concubines. Honestly, I don't even like having a beard. I just started growing this because it was funny. I wanted like a 2000s douchebag goatee. Not quite like that. I haven't got the balls to like go for the full chin strap. I wanted to have like a real horrible ultimate Chad douchebag goatee like this. So I think the first port of call will be to start naming our beard people. We're gonna aim for best and worst, all right? Because like we can't just put all the best ones on. That's gonna not be very interesting discourse. All right, I think this is our list. That's 24. 24 is a good round number. We'll stick with that. All right, let's name these tiers. So, sexual selection. Trash the tash. That's good. All right, D for Dream Theater. I feel like maybe there should be a wizard tier that's above sexual selection. C for caveman. B for beard. Oh yeah, A for a good beard. All right, that's good. All right, let's get this show on the road then. And take this with a pinch of salt because obviously, look at this dead rodent situated on my chin. I don't know anything about beards. So, first off, Fred Durst. Probably the most goated example of a 2000s douchebag goatee. This is what we're talking about. Oh, look, he's actually got the same as me. Look at that. I think this is fucking sick. I don't feel comfortable putting Fred Durst's 2000s goatee anything less than sexual selection. If I was a woman and I saw that, I would be like, oh, look at that. Look, it's even a little bit of gray. It gives it like an extra dimension. Like this thing has like fucking 5 dimensions, this thing. It's gorgeous. This is a work of art, man. All right, Sabaton Man. Joachim. This is not good in my opinion. It's a standard handlebar tash, but it's got this big old line in the middle. It's like a goatee and handlebars at once. Like that is horrendous. I mean, it's unique. I'll give him that. Look at that. He's obviously taken great care. But man, like that is just... oh. It's going in trash. Trash. All right, Jordan Rudess. For a band that is so musically talented, these guys spent too much time in their music theory class and not enough time in their, I don't know, like personal grooming class. All of the guys in that band have really questionable facial hair, and this is no exception. I think it's the fact that like there's no bit here. It's sort of like it's flesh here and then beard down here. But I think that's what it is. There's just something unsettling about this beard. It looks weird, a bit like uncanny. It's going in Dream Theater. All right. Johan Hegg, the Viking monster from Amon Amarth. You know, it's a pretty standard mountain man full-on beard. These sort of long beards look super cool when they have, like, straighter hair. It looks fucking epic, right? Well-groomed, good body to it. I think it's gonna go A. I think that's a fine beard. It just looks like very organic on him, right? It looks natural. The man probably came out of his mom with a beard, all right, as a baby. All right, next up, Chavo from System of a Down with the legendary, I don't know, like braided dangly thing. This looks like he's just got like a series of anal beards dangling from his chin. I would say this is a very iconic beard. There aren't many people in general, let alone in rock and metal, that have like iconic beards. I feel like he's probably one of them. He's had it for a long time, right? I feel like maybe he's one of the ones that sort of popularized this style. Man's got the meatball beard. Meatball marinara, Subway, 12-inch sub beard. Lots of people saying S tier. All right, we'll stick it in S. It's pretty iconic. I'll give him that. All right, Scott Ian of Leandrax. So he's just got like the big old sort of like lumpy goatee. So his is a little bit like Jordan Rudess's, but I feel like it looks less weird than Jordan's. Actually, no, now I'm looking at it closer up. I'm not really sure how I feel about it. It's definitely iconic. I'll give him that. Scott just has a paintbrush going from his chin. That is a bit what it looks like, to be honest. Yeah, you know what? The more I look at this, the more I'm actually quite deeply disturbed by this beard. I'm not into this. I don't dig this beard. I think maybe this is a caveman. I think this is a C tier. All right, Dimebag. So it's like a goatee, right? But he obviously just got like, you know, the iconic red coloring in, which is pretty cool. You know, you had the rest of it. You had the tash and you had the little soul patch as well. And I think that's what makes it look a lot better. I don't like it when it's just this. So I guess, so it's either going in sexual selection or you're a wizard, Barry. Where's it going? Okay, overwhelmingly looking like a wizard. So we our first wizard tier. There we go. All right, who's next? Frank Zappa, one of my favorite musicians of all time. You know, I would be so bold as to say Frank Zappa had the most iconic goatee of all time. What's cool about it is it's like it's fucking fat. Look at that. That's a lot of growth. Maybe he has a lot of distance between his like his nose and his mouth. What's this bit called? Like your upper lip. And again, like he made that part of his brand, right? It is an acquired taste. I guess it's not for everyone. So where does it go? F, or it's literally only like S and F tiers we've got. Maybe in the middle then, seeing as everyone's so polarized about it, we'll stick it in the middle. You know, we're going to make it our first B tier. Beard. All right, Zach Wild. See, like in this picture, it looks cool. It looks like the Amon Amarth guy's one. It's sort of like it's more straight, looks well groomed. But in here, this looks horrible. I don't really like this sort of like mega fuzzy, bushy look. In my opinion, it's nothing exceptional, right? It's just a big beard. I reckon it goes next to Johan. Maybe we'll put it just above him. It's an objectively great example of a big, full-bodied beard. It's not particularly like special, it's just a big beard. All right, James Hetfield and his handlebars. It's pretty iconic, right? The old handlebars look, but it's nothing special. I mean, like, as far as handlebars go, just pretty like regular, right? Iconic, but objectively not great. It's just very, very average. So I guess that puts it sort of like in the middle somewhere. Maybe a B, just behind Frank Zappa. All right, next up, Jim Root. Jimothy Rootington. This is a very well-kept hipster beard. Look at this. I bet this guy frequents only the most artisan of coffee shops. He's got like the thick rimmed glasses and everything. This is a very well-preened, fashionable man, I would say. Look at that. A lot of thought and effort has gone into this. It's definitely, look, it's got some shape to it. It's not just like a mass of hair. Sort of like perfectly fits the width of his face. Pretty good. Starbucks beard. Dude, no, this is beyond Starbucks. This is like independent hipster coffee house beard. You know what? I think this is an S-tier beard. Dare I put this above Fred Durst? No. All right. ZZ Top Bloke. Billy Gibbons. That is an absurd beard. You can't argue that this is objectively one of the most iconic beards in pop culture. It's unusual to see like a full ginger beard like that. It's very cool. And you know what? I would say, like, I don't usually like these sort of like big old beards like that, but it doesn't gross me out. Literally a wizard. To be honest though, I'm more impressed with the hat. I don't think there's many places you can put this except you're a wizard, Barry. All right, Nightwish guy. I'm in two minds about this. I mean, it's without a doubt a super iconic beard. Like, how do you even make it grow like that? What's he doing to do that? I don't know. I can't decide whether I like it or not. What do you guys think? In this picture, it looks pretty cool because it just sort of like combines with the hair. But in here, I guess now he's gone a bit grayer. I don't know. It looks a bit weird. We got to give him some marks for like it being unique and pretty iconic. But yeah, a bit weird. I reckon it's like C tier above Scott Ian. What is next? All right, Kerry King. So basically, you know, he's got a regular goatee around here, which is cool, with nothing on the side. But he's got a lot of extra length here that's all sort of like braided up and such. Pretty cool. Pretty iconic. And I like that he's got this bit as well. Pretty impressive, I'd say. All right, okay. So this is kind of hilarious though. Putting Gary Giggin's sexual selection. Yeah, we're going to put him just above Chavo. All right, Wayne Static. All right, oh yeah. Okay, this is a pretty epic beard, to be fair. The beard makes his jaw just look... Okay, no, it looks more normal here. I think it's pretty cool. I actually really dig this. It's quite a statement. It's unusual because he's got like the Amish thing going on, kind of, because it's like there's nothing up front. But he pulls it off. I think it might be the hair as well. The whole package, the whole look. Okay, C's looking prominent. I think C's fair. I'm going to put it above Marco and Scott Ian. All right, next up is this absolute monstrosity. Chris Kale. How can you... How? I mean, I respect this dude in a way. If they're just like not giving a fuck and like being totally okay with like getting up every day. Looking in the mirror and being like, yep. That's it. That's the one. Go get him, Tiger. Look, it is literally a Cthulhu beard. Actually, to be honest, that kind of makes me like it more in a weird way. That is horrendous, though. That is so horrendous. I just can't imagine ever thinking that would be a good idea. This is for sure probably the worst beard that we have going. I think it's horrendous. Yeah, we need a new tier for this shit. Sacrifice it to the old gods. That shit needs to be like purged instantly, catapulted directly into the cosmos right now. All right, okay, this is an interesting one. John Petrucci. I'm gonna be honest, these are the sort of beards that like gross me out. I just can't even like look at beards like this. It's too bushy. I don't know, it just looks too much like pubes, man. I just can't deal with this sort of beard. It just... Grosses me out big time, dude. I just don't think this beard does him any favors. It just makes him look like really round, right, rotund. Imagine the flavor. Yeah, it's just a block of hair, exactly. I'm sorry, but this is not nice. This is going in Dream Theater tier next to Jordan. All right, Surge. So this one depends on which era. Because actually, like, latter day doesn't look too bad. That's pretty tasteful. I dig that. That's not too bad. But if we're going, like, back in time, oh, that is not good. Ugh. Oh, God. Oh, no. Minecraft beard. Yeah, dude's got like a fucking like dirt block on the end of his chin. Makes his head look phallic. Yeah. Terrible, but iconic, I suppose. I know it's of its time, and it's like, you know, obviously very 2000s, but come on. But this is just like this is too of its time. This is going in trash. Okay, it's going above Joachim. Imagine being Serge's date in the 2000s. You go on a date, it goes really well. You know, he takes you out for some soda pop and a nice malt and a nice drive-through movie. And then, you know, it goes well and you go back to his house and, you know, you just have a little kiss like, and then like you feel this like sort of, this thing touching you and it's like, ugh. All right, Lemmy. All right, this is similar to James Hetfield, I think. So, the handlebars. I guess Lemmy is like the handlebar, beard, mustache person, right? From rock and metal. But I feel it's definitely more iconic than James Hetfield's. But if we just think objectively for a second, not that spectacular, is it? It's a fine beard. But it's elevated slightly by its iconic status. Actually, yeah, it would be pretty funny to put Lemmy in sexual selection. Yeah, actually, let's do that. The sexual selection is shaping up to be by far the most sexual tier. Rob Halford. Full-on Santa Claus beard. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I feel about this in a similar way as I do John Petrucci. Not quite as bad as John Petrucci, but I'm just not really into these big old bushy beards. I think Rob Halford looked better when he had a bit more of like a tasteful minimalist approach. I've morphed into the Gandalf of heavy metal. I can't dispute that. Yeah, the classic goatee was for sure an S tier, but I don't know. This is too much. Below Hetfield and below Frank Zappa. Okay, James LeBrie, Dream Theater. Let's go. Oh my god, should we put James LeBrie in sexual selection? That'd be well funny. I can't look at that anymore. It's actually grossing me out. This is, no. I can't put my finger on it. I think it's because it's like, it's too preened. It's too fucking metrosexual, man. Serge's is marginally better, but I still think Joachim's is the worst ever. That shit is beyond repair. All right, Michael Akerfeld. That is so cursed. Actually, it kind of suits him. Yeah, it's mostly a mustache with like a little bit of action. It's all right. It's pretty tasteful, I think. Here, I feel like this is a bit too much. But here, this was good. That's all right. This starts to get onto like sex offender territory. This kind of growth. I think he knows. Michael Akerfeld knows the threshold for taste or mustache before it starts going into like sex offender territory, right? Where does it go? I think it's pretty tasteful. We'll stick it in C tier. All right. Second last, we've got Vinnie Paul with possibly the worst show of facial hair I think I've ever seen. Come on, it's even worse from that angle. So he's got like the sort of the redneck goatee. It's not even like a proper goatee. It's sort of like it's like he's left the chin unshaven. So it's like going around. It's like a sort of a chin strap goatee. It looks uncanny. It looks like AI generated. And you got these things, whatever the fuck this is. Oh, it's real bad. You know what? I think this is even worse than the fucking Cthulhu man's beard. He should have known better. I feel like it was just like some sort of sick joke. Like everyone around him was just like, oh, they like colluded to like not tell him to shave. All right. And I think maybe we've left the best till last. Lennon Sklar. He used to play bass in Toto. And he's one of the most prolific session bassists of all time. He's played in so many records. Yeah, Sklar has appeared on over 2,000 albums. I mean, like, it goes without saying. This guy is literally a wizard. Most iconic beards in history. Look at that. That is insane. It's not too frizzy. It looks like pretty wholesome. It looks cozy enough that you could just sort of like curl up in it and just like have a good nap. The bald skullet as well. Like, oh, mwah. The way his hair just like perfectly merges into the beard. Perfect. Perfection. Without a doubt. It's going way up there. So there we have it, guys. Our ultimate definitive tier list of the greatest and most horrendous, abhorrent beards and just general facial hair in general.
All right, mate. Do that. Do that. Do that. Nice one.